Molweni unjani. If you've ever wanted to learn Xhosa, well, there's a new YouTube channel called Thetha Time, and it helps young pupils learn the language. It was started by Kutulakwe Nkosi Siboto and Yoza Mnyanda. Mnyanda is live with us now to talk about this new project. I've got to say, I love it. It's a brilliant idea. How did you come up with it?
Well, thank you so much, first of all. Thank you for having me as well. So we have a daughter. She's almost 2 years old. And like our main goal is to make sure that she knows how to read and write isiXhosa.
Yeah.
And so we obviously, like, kids really love YouTube and cartoons and stuff. And we realized that there wasn't any Xhosa cartoons on YouTube. There was about like 4, but she got so tired of watching them that she would start to say, I want English, which would mean I want English cartoons. So then we were like, no ways, there's a gap, we have to fill it. So that's how it started.
It's a pity they don't have any reruns of Spider-Man that was dubbed in Xhosa anymore. Rabubi. We could have shown her that. Why do you think it's so important to learn at least one other language?
My answer to this question is it just is. Like I honestly can feel like our native languages like slipping away from us, and I find it just so important that we go back to instilling what our parents instilled in us, that isiXhosa, or we speak whatever language that we speak at home. It just is important.
Absolutely. Do you feel like we're losing a little bit of our cultural connection to our native tongues?
I do feel that way. I really do. I wish I didn't, but I really do feel that way. I guess the world is just so westernized and it's so much easier, and we have so much access to Western material that it's just easier. So that's why we wanted to make this channel, to give people access to material in vernacular language.
I remember as a child, my grandmother was very proud of my older brother, who at some point couldn't speak our native tongue, which was Shona. And it was a thing that you could only speak English. So they were proud of that. And we're seeing it go the other way now, where we're saying, no, we need to be proud of our own languages.
For sure, 100%. I feel that 100%. It's like, it's literally the other way. We're seeing that, okay, no, there's too much English going on. We need to actually remember who we are.
What kind of feedback have you gotten so far?
Your amazing feedback. I honestly thought we would get feedback from like parents only, but we're actually getting feedback from adults as well, who are like, I've lost touch, I can't speak isiXhosa anymore, this is helping me so much. Also people saying, can you do this in other languages, which is a bit tricky because we only speak isiXhosa. So hopefully, you know, this thing will expand even more to other languages, and people will be inspired to do it in their languages too.
Have you had any feedback from Xhosa parents or Xhosa people who are overseas and trying to stay connected to South Africa by teaching their children or themselves more of the language?
A lot of that, a lot of feedback from people overseas, a lot of feedback from parents who have adopted children that want those children to speak the languages that they come from originally. So it's amazing. It's like way more feedback than I ever thought we would get.
I've thought of learning a new language, and there's a whole curriculum that goes with it. How have you come up with that? How have you come up with the system of how you teach the language?
Honestly, my daughter is the biggest inspiration. So we just take what we've taught her and the words that she likes to use, and we sort of incorporate it. I'm not a teacher, I'm not an educator. So it's honestly just coming from me being a parent who has a daughter who's learning isiXhosa, and taking those things and putting them into the channel.
I know it's early days, and right now you're doing the language on YouTube and teaching kids basic words right now. But are there chances that you might expand the franchise to those very cartoons you say are missing? Definitely.
I really want this to go far. Initially, I didn't want to start this channel until I had all the correct equipment and everything that I wanted. But I just decided to start where I am right now, so that it just like starts, you know, because you'll never start if you just like think that you need this and that. So this is definitely going to branch off. We want it to be like a big deal, a big thing.
All right. I think Annika and I are going to go onto your YouTube channel, and we're going to learn a few words. Maybe you could teach us a couple now before you say goodbye. Some key words. Cool. Yeah.
Keywords. Cool. So 2 words that people have found really interesting is babatane, which is butterfly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Babatane. So now you have to say it, Babatane.
I'm going to write it down. Babatane. Babatane.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the other one is Ixoxo, which is a frog.
Ixoxo. I have heard that one before. Ixoxo.
Oh,
wow. I think I heard someone being called Ixoxo, so I don't think that conversation I don't think it was going that well. Yoza, thank you so much for that. Babatane and Ixoxo. Thank you for that so much. It's a beautiful, beautiful idea. It is Thetha Time, and Yoza Mnyanda is one half of the geo behind that YouTube channel that is teaching children Xhosa.